gentlemen's agreements whereby a Negro cannot obtain land or buy property in a white man's area. Then on the other hand, I found that on the whole, the Negroes here are not as economically sound as the white men are. And then too, in the recent case where Negro and white schools have been integrated, the Negro teachers have lost their jobs.
See, let's come to this point. You said they are not economically sound as the white men. The point is, in America, for instance, if you get much education, you get better pay, better job. If you deny the Negro opportunities to go to college, how do you expect them to get better qualifications, to occupy the better jobs, and get better pay for the houses? That's the point. I'm now getting some of these facts from the papers. I every day read about the problem which is happening down in Alabama, and I see quite a lot of those things. Those are some of the experiences of segregation that I have seen in America now. Obviously, I can take back some of these ideas with me, but they are just insignificant. As I said at first, I've met with candidates in America, but in certain aspects too, I see some of these things, you see. That's the point. Think of the education first. I believe in education.
Do you know something? In South Africa, last year we spent $42 million on educating the Bantu there, and 3/4 of that was paid by the white people. 40% of the Bantu school children are going to school, and the literacy rate in the Union of South Africa now amongst the Bantu is 27.7, and within the next 20 years it'll be 100% literacy.
Why is it that? Yeah. Why is it that, that we have not got a delegate who is African for the whole years that we have been operating this forum? I'm sure that next year a white man is going to come here as a delegate for the Union of South Africa, though there are 9 million South Africans who are Africans. So don't think of this thing as something like literacy. I know that the literacy rate in South Africa is 16%, but 27%. But the point is, the Africans just get the elementary education in the African quarters, which is fit for nothing but unskilled labor.
To sum up a little bit, Nini, what's the best thing your government can do, or the most significant thing to help attack this problem?
At present, we are not yet fully self-government. We do everything ourselves in the government. But the last point is defense and external affairs. Great Britain is controlling this. And the moment we become independent, we can prove to the outside world that the African can rule himself and the black can govern himself. And so I think that's the only thing.
Dick?
The government must definitely apply this policy of apartheid more firmly and more thoroughly, and apply it and carry it out more rapidly than it's done in the future.
There's a final question I'd like to ask you. Since the population of the world, the percentage between white and non-white is roughly what it is here, I'm sure Dix and I are wondering when the 3/4 of the human race that is not white gets political power. What are you going to do to the whites? Segregate them?
Well, if we practice segregation, then we will be as bad as the white. So what we will do is we'll